So we've had the first Roman Empire, right? But what about Third Rome? That's right, it's the Roman Empire path that doesn't start with Italy. It starts with the Soviet Union, where we can dismantle the Soviet Union and bring about the rise of the Third Roman Empire. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be playing as the Soviet Union, shaking off our communist shackles, and finally becoming the successor to the Byzantine and Roman empires by establishing our new own glorious one. Let's go. So here we are in the Soviet Union. Now, there is quite a lot to do in order to get ourselves on the path to Roman glory. We're going to be going down this side of the focus tree today, which is beaten but not defeated. This will plunge us into the Civil War. We have to start off with that mechanic, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of things in a minute. The army, we're going to be doing some tinkering with this. We'll just bring it around Moscow for now. Research, we're going to want to try and pump out basically some construction and engineering. We want to focus on getting that, because when this is all done and dusted, we'll need the industry. I'm going to start building some infrastructure in some of these areas, as these are going to be sort of the main key provinces that we hold on to when the Civil War starts. Production wise, it's just going to be lots of military equipment. We're just going to produce trucks, artillery, guns. That's it. The Navy, I'm going to get rid of these really rubbish submarines. We don't necessarily want those. And then we'll just finish off basically all of that in some order like that. The Navy, yeah, we'll just group it all together, and then I'm just going to put it in probably Sevastopol for now. It can go over there. And with the Air Force, we'll just delete it. I think we don't quite need it for now. Excellent. That is pretty much everything. Let's crack on. Here we go. Stalin concerned about factionalism. So is there really anything to his worries? Well, there is this time. We're going to be doing a big old rebellion. Beaten not defeated is completed, and now we get some of these decisions to again control old Stalin's paranoia, as well as a few that will help us in the preparation for the Civil War. So we'll go ahead and set up our secret headquarters in Chita. Next, we're going to be going down these decisions, which will allow us to get some buffs and bonuses before the Civil War happens. And we're going to essentially need some of these. Some which will help us balance Stalin's paranoia, like the covert operations, and then certain ones like Approach Semenov, or however you say his name, the guy with the fantastic hat, as they're going to give us more troops and good commanders for the Civil War. So there's a few that we need to focus on and pick up. Now, the army, I'm just going to exercise it indefinitely. It doesn't really matter if stuff gets a bit broken from exercising, but we want the army experience. You may be wondering why we want that. Well, we're going to edit some of these templates essentially into something that's all a bit rubbish. Turkey seizes control over the Bosporus. We'll mobilize the armed forces, shall we? They should back down. Cool, that's that concluded. Nice, some of this is also done. Let's maybe build another level of infrastructure here, and then we'll just go in with some military factories. Unification of the exiles is done, just as mechanical engineering comes in. We'll do a bit of computing, and then we're going to go on to the true czars. Now, this is where we do obviously need to keep an eye on Stalin's political paranoia. We want to keep that as low as possible, so we'll keep clicking this button as much as we can. Next, we're going to move on to embrace the Black 100. That is going to allow us to basically start getting areas of the map over to our side for the Civil War. Nice, some of the construction's coming along now. And yeah, we'll just keep building military factories. Advisor accused of treason. Now, this is where it's going to become basically a bit tricky, because we want to try and decrease political paranoia and definitely not increase it too much, as yeah, Stalin's getting a bit jumpy. He gives good political power, stability modifier, and production efficiency, but yeah, he can go. He can be axed by Stalin, and we'll take the political paranoia debuff. That's going to prolong the inevitable, which is nice. There we go. Embrace the Black 100 is done. We can do some covert operations next to basically frame political members. That will allow us to reduce paranoia a little bit more, and we'll probably upgrade Stalin's hit list, but that's fine. Here we go. We can also now dismiss the counter-revolution, which is pretty good, because that will just basically lower political paranoia again, but we kind of at least want it to be maybe 20 or something, because we get these decisions basically every 20 or 30 days. So just as covert operations come in, so now we can frame army officers, admirals, whoever we might need to basically dismiss this the paranoia. Next, I think we're going to go on to approach Semenov, as he's going to be able to give us some more units, especially cavalry units, which would be really useful in the Civil War. Right, now we can also start to branch out, and we can basically start to click these decisions to basically win these states over to our side when the Civil War happens, and these are going to be quite crucial. Paranoia is again growing quite high. It's at 30% now. Let's dismiss the counter-revolution, and we need to click these buttons as they're going to give us our Siberian cavalry units. Now let's continue getting some of these states. We basically want to work our way as quickly as possible now along the railways and secure those. We'll just create an empty cavalry division and give it this template. Oh no, that's already got one, isn't it, for the NKVD? What we're then going to do is basically stop exercising, and then we'll get all the NVKD units out, because we can't actually do anything with those, but we can do a lot with these. And we're just going to change everything over to this template. That means the entire army is now just going to be basically one battalion of cavalry units, and when we fight them, they're going to be incredibly weak, a lot easier to defeat. This is a pretty good tactic that you can do in most civil wars, and it's pretty common to do it with the Soviet one, just because, well, trying to conquer the whole of the Soviet Union in the Civil War is quite a task, and yeah, any level of cheese does help. Now that we have done that as well, we're going to go and put the entirety of the army somewhere really remote, so that they struggle basically to get anywhere over to us. Basically up here will do. Paranoia is getting quite high again. Yeah, he's gone, unfortunately. We need the paranoia down. Meanwhile, let's keep working our way along the railway. To move on to the next one, we need more than 25% support for the non-aligned faction. We can go down this focus, which will get us some military factories, as well as change those party popularities to help us with. So we'll keep doing that in the meantime. Oh dear, here we go. The Great Purge, Trial of the Generals. No, we're not. Senseless Butchery. We're not going to kill all of them. That's going to plunge us into Civil War, though. Here we go. 2 arms. And we've managed to get quite a fair amount of equipment, which is good. The next thing now that we're going to want to do is essentially just charge straight to Moscow and capture as many victory points as we can, because as you can see, 51% or less they will lose. We've got 55 divisions of these absolutely rubbish horse units, but we will just essentially swap it all back over to infantry. Now, we can't quite swap them all back over, so we'll put 28 into infantry, and then these 27 can go to cavalry units. Right, next we can also call for aid. That's going to help with units coming, well, that's going to help with maybe Germany and Italy sending us troops. Do we get any air force? We do. We get some. We'll exercise what we've got, because we'll probably make use of some of it. And more recruits rise up. Excellent. As mentioned, we do have some of these guys, so we just want to try and run into whatever victory points are going to be the best for us. Here we are. So the Soviet units are now starting to encroach on us. That's a big one, taking Stalingrad there. Nice. We can probably look to speed up a little bit now. Moving into Odessa, that's another good victory point. See if we can get this unit into Sevastopol, and then just basically sit on those points if they can. Nice. Here comes Germany and Italy to send some help. Next, let's go do sabotage behind enemy lines. That will give all of their units organization loss, which is good. Okay, here come a lot of their units now. More enemy desertions, that's good. Anything that's these crap units, I think we'll just change them all over to this cavalry template, to be honest. And we just need to keep pushing. And yeah, just want to use these cavalry units to charge through, really. Keep moving along. Oh, look at that. More units have deserted. That's good. We'll switch some of these over to cavalry. No, we're going to be declaring war on all puppets to reclaim Russian territory. More enemy desertions. Right, we'll move down onto the Synod. There we go. The Soviet Union has gone finally, which means we can take all of that land back and take the navy back. Now we just got to deal with the entirety of the army, because it's a bloody mess. It's going to be quite under-equipped for a second, so we'll just deal with things as they sort of happen. There we go. Right. We got 2 units now of cavalry, and we got 3 of infantry, and of course it's all horrendously under-equipped. Now to go take back some of the areas that have revolted. So we'll set a front line here and a front line here. We can now choose where we're going to move our capital. I think we'll move it to St. Petersburg, as that is the capital of the original Russian Empire. We're nearly able to do medium tanks, so I'm just going to start producing those because we want to crank out production of them as soon as we can. There we are. These rebels are gone. We'll take everything back from them. There we go, and they capitulate as well. Let's take all of that territory back. And just like that, the provincial Russian government is restored. The civil war is over, and we're on our way back. Right, now we need to really move on down to these focuses where we're going to be able to start carving out our new Roman Empire. This is just a quick ask that if you're enjoying the video, could you please like and subscribe? In my last video where we played as the US, only about 25% of people were subscribed. So if you're part of that 75%, please do think about subscribing. It really does help out my channel. And if you are already subscribed, then thank you so much. If you want to support the video, you can drop it a like. So to do that, we need to rebuild the cathedral. We do have quite the gun deficit, but that's fine. These things will come back to us. Build guns and artillerymen. Let's get the navy all back together because we need to sort that out now. Nice, we can nearly start producing tanks. We need to get an air advisor as well. Lovely, we've rebuilt the cathedral. Now we'll reformalize the role of the patriarch. 100 political power. We need to sort a lot out now, don't we? I do really need some air experience, so I'm gonna get that first. Nice, medium tanks are in. Let's go ahead and get our next level of support equipment. Gonna detach all the subs for now, put them into another fleet. This will be our main surface fleet. We need a commander now. There we are, some naval exercises. That will do, please, chaps. We can also put a medium tank into production, can't we? So let's go ahead and do that. Perfect. That will do for our first medium tank. And then we're going to absolutely ramp up production of this. Now we can reconvene the Zemsky Sober and start making our way onto some more interesting decisions. Yeah, now is the time to really start building military factories as well. So we need to definitely think about really ramping up production. Probably will want some more navy as well. Just gonna have a think. We've only got 6 dockyards at the minute. At least one, maybe like 25. So let's just whack what, 14 plus. Yeah, that'd be 20. That will do for the minute. Yeah, that'll do 26. That will essentially be all the naval production, and then we should have a good amount of infantry production as well to start us off with, and we need to get up to a better war economy. Nice. Okay, we can start to kit out the infantry with a little bit more support equipment. We can also put better fighters into production. There we are. Something like that should be our basic plane, and we need cast, don't we? Nice. We can take some production off of guns for the minute as we've started to get a little bit more in from that. Frees up some factory production now for planes and to start making tanks. The return of the Tsar! Glorious. Vladimir III becomes the leader of the non-aligned party, and we get a new Emperor of Russia. Next, we're going to move down the Romanov reconstruction, as we'll keep with our royalist themes. And then we're going to be able to unlock some of our conquest decisions to form out our new beautiful Third Rome. Let's start putting some subs, I think, into production. We can create these. Then once we get sonar for our destroyers, I'm going to start producing those. Nice. Look at that. And change these guys over to infantry because we do need more infantry. And then I will probably start maybe fleshing out the cavalry template a little bit more just so that it's not as rubbish, seeing as we will maybe use at least one army of cavalry. There we are, 177 political power. We can't get up to war economy, but we can get up to partial mobilization, which is good. Nice. Romanov reconstruction is done. I think I want to try and secure Finland because that will remove them as a bit of a blocker for when Germany start doing silly things. So let's go ahead and try and work towards them first, I think. Can we look to train some more units? We can. Let's train 24 more infantry. We're just going to need more. That is going to be the case. Nice, that's good. Let's, put a little bit more into industry, which means we can also put those destroyers into production, which is nice. Put sonar on them, and then Black Sea shipbuilders, I think. Let's put another depth charge on them. Cool. Perfect. And then I just want to queue up convoys, I think. That will be our naval production, essentially. And that is the surface fleet, pretty much. I'm going to go ahead and get this bloke in so that we can get a little bit more political power gain because, yeah, we need a lot to start shaping our army out. Right, let's go ahead and get Finland. And we'll start to put everybody over on the border with Finland. Nice. Okay, secure Finland is in. So we'll just go ahead and declare war on them. We should soon have naval invasion support. In fact, if I go send these guys out on patrol, and then we'll just keep an eye on it. Hopefully we'll just get naval supremacy soon. But in the meantime, yeah, our army just can charge in. Do a little bit of micro, maybe. I mean, we do completely overwhelm them in terms of numbers, so we should just run past them, really. In the meantime, we do actually probably need to get some of our our industry focuses, don't we? So let's do infrastructure. Well, we probably don't need the naval invasion, annoyingly. No, we need all of Finland. We won't accept the concessions. Well, plan this naval invasion, and it's not even going to happen by the looks of it. Or if it does happen, it's going to happen way too late. So let's just abandon that, shall we? And we'll assign these units back. Might as well make use of them. Yeah, we'll deny any involvement of any bombings on the Swedes. Swedes escalate tensions by arming Finland. Yeah, we'll just threaten the Swedes with war, I think. Because Finland, well, they armed Finland, which probably gave them equipment, and then we've now obviously taken that, so perfect. Nice, okay, Finland is now ours. And we've forgotten a little bit about research, but is what it is. In fact, it's probably Air Force upgrade times, isn't it? So let's start working on those. It's always crucial to get that level of plane in. We've got some new Finnish Navy as well, which is always nice. We've got 2 new coastal defense ships. Sweden rejects our ultimatum, so they, I guess they leave us no choice, which means we get a war goal on them. Well, I guess if they don't really want to play ball, we'll just run into Sweden next, I guess. And I'm just going to declare war on them and charge in. Let's select a grand doctrine for our Air Force. Yeah, it's probably going to be battlefield support, I imagine. Get these guys into that port. Try and get some supply as early as possible. Nice, we can launch the naval invasion. Let's set them to naval invasion support. And we have landed by the looks of things. Excellent. Right, we'll just delete this and delete any orders that they have. And then set a new front line from the south. And you guys can just charge, take the middle of Sweden. Should be fairly straightforward now. Germany wants to send volunteers. No. Nice, the Air Force is coming along well. We need more tanks. That's really what we want. Meanwhile, let's keep assaulting. Move everyone forward. Sweden's gone. Never mind. And I mean, they still have really good resources, so I think we'll just take all of it, including their navy. Look at that. Well, our Russian Empire has grown fairly considerably. It's going to probably be time for World War II soon, so we just need to probably make a few smart sort of acquisitions, basically, continuing to build up our empire as well as, yeah, continuing to improve our strength, because the Navy is weak, but we're going to be able to do quite good for... We're going to be all right for commerce raiding. This was a really good influx here of Swedish Navy that we got, so we need to make sure that we make use of this. Foreign experts is in, which means we can actually go ahead and pick up a really good industrial concern for us. And we need to do both of these focuses, annoyingly, until we can actually get onto that research slot. Ah, it's only 100 political power. There we go, so we'll pick up that. Nice. Air Force is looking a little bit better. Turkey develop investment portfolio. No, no Turkey. Let's go on to secure the Baltics if we can get them in time. Romania's joined the Axis. I mean, it's 1940 and they haven't invaded Poland, Germany, which is weird. Not sure what they're doing. I suppose us going a bit rogue has probably stopped Germany from doing some German things. Either way, we've got claims now on the Baltics, so let's go ahead and get those. There we are. Goodbye, Estonia. Sorry, it's been fun. Right, now onto Latvia. Have they been guaranteed? No, they haven't. Let's just go take them out next then. Oh, no, they are holding put. No, they're not. They've gone. And then I suppose we've got this little bit here of Lithuania. We'll just quickly take them out if we can. Is it going to be up to us to, you know, invade Poland or something? Probably, isn't it? There we go. Right, all of Lithuania is taken as well. Excellent. Right, well, we'll just put everybody back on the border with Poland then, I guess. Oh, okay, so Italy's declared war on Greece. Greece has joined the Allies, and then that has in turn pulled a weird start of World War II. Interesting. Okay. Italy, I imagine, isn't going to do very well here, seeing as it now has to defend its border with France. Although, having said that, do I now want to try and fight the Allies quickly whilst they're really, really weak? No, that would involve having to take out the UK, wouldn't it? And ultimately, the Axis is what we need, so I do need to probably try and get involved with a fight with the Axis. All right, well, we can get our conquer war goal on Italy, can't we? And Turkey, so we might as well do that, although it's going to be quite difficult. The rightful heir to the empire is in, which has given us our war goals on these other nations. So I think we're going to declare war on Italy and just get stuck in here, try and charge into Romania. I do want these port guards down, so let's get them ready. Better to be safe than sorry. I'm going to pull the cavalry as well down here, and then they can charge in. Try and take some of that territory quicker. Meanwhile, we can actually move on now and proclaim ourselves as the Third Rome. So that is good. Right, let's get to war with Italy. One thing we should probably do is just organize the navy quickly. So let's set the navy quickly here, and then we'll set these guys to patrol, get them out. Oh yeah, we've got some ships that we can allocate back to the fleet. Lovely. Right, we're at war with Germany now as well, so let's quickly run in and take this land off of them. Excellent. And Romania's in now as well. These airplanes are more or less exercised, so we'll set them to day and night and get them stuck in. And we just need to make sure that we rush in. We could probably take Romania really quickly, and we've taken Königsberg now off of the Germans, which is good. The push into Romania is going well. Romania has capitulated. That's excellent. We could get a good encirclement here. Nice. Okay, we can also probably disband with this and set this front line now to try and charge over into Italy. Let's stop this because, yeah, we do need to try and take back this area. Okay, good. We managed to create this encirclement, but the border is looking rather strong on this side now. But we encircled a really good amount of Austrian troops here, so I realised as well that we can actually put some better planes into production, can't we? So let's do that quickly. Nice, that will do as our attack fighter. Let's quickly do CAS. And there we are, that will be our CAS bomber. Oh, we can actually get motorization drive. That's good, because now we can finally sort out this armored template. We desperately need to get some tanks into the field. Yeah, if we can get 4 of those, that will massively help. We can probably start to kit out some of these motorized as well now. That will definitely start us off. Let's train 8 of those, that would be good, and then that will definitely start us off for a good sort of motorization assault that we can use. Because yeah, this is going to be quite bloody, I imagine, this pushing on this side. So we probably might not do it for too long, but we'll see how well it goes. To be honest, I may even stop assaulting for now because, yeah, it looks like they're trying to push us out. Oh, lovely, look at that. The coronation of the Patriarch Meletius, or whoever that is. But we're now the lovely Third Rome, and look at this man's beard. Our glorious leader for our new nation. Onwards, men, for the glory of the Third Roman Empire. Yeah, okay, we'll stop pushing because I do think that this is now sort of going to be a bit too much for us. And I imagine, hopefully we didn't spend... Oh, yeah, we've already spent 139,000 lives, so time to dig in and defend. Let's just keep motorizing supply for these armies. We definitely need more military factories, don't we? So that is going to probably be what we need to focus on. Let's start down some of these military focuses, shall we? Pinpoint strikes. Yeah, let's definitely get that in. We should be winning the air war. Our speed is lower, but everything else seems good. Okay, Poland has joined the Allies. This could be a bit tricky. We're going to pull troops over towards the Polish borders because, yeah, that's going to open up a whole new front. Not sure if they're pushing us back here or if we're winning, but yeah, there's a lot of defense going on here. Oh, okay, this is where, yeah, this border's now thoroughly extended, hasn't it? Because Bulgaria's joined the war. Oh, they haven't yet. They've joined the Axis. We need to pull some troops off so that we can put them on the border over there. But that should be a pretty good defense network. Right, can we get... We can't get military access yet. There we are. Nice. Okay. Yeah, the border has just significantly increased. But let's see if we can extend over this way. Oh, wow, we've already managed to go to the docks down here. I mean, Berlin is literally only over there, so we might as well run over there. Fall of Berlin. The cavalry of the Third Rome is has dealt a massive blow here. We should probably move some of the Air Force over, shouldn't we? Because we've basically forgotten about that. See if we can take this area off of them. Ooh, okay, we're starting to get some motorized in now. There hasn't been any sort of German naval engagements yet, which is interesting. We do really need to make sure that we dominate, I suppose, on the war score, though, for this. Right, let's put some motorized artillery on the back here, and then we also need to do these support companies. That should do for the minute. Spread them out and exercise for now. And we probably need to do that with our armor, as they don't have any support. Excellent. That is that front now secured. See if we can get pushing through here. I mean, if we can take the northern part of Germany off them. Nice. That's Hamburg done and dealt with. Japanese provocation at our border. That's not what we need right now. I'm going to get some of this motorized in, I think, so that they can start driving through the north, basically. Nice. Okay, we've got more infantry now as well. Let's get them on the front lines. It's going to be tough to get over the river here, but we may be able to do it. Let's just march down the south here, take these borders off them. Nice. Overwhelming the Bulgarians and the Axis in the south. And we finally got some armor in as well, which is good. We're going to assign these guys up north, and we're going to get them to punch through. Okay, we should be starting to move across here now. Oh, Germany literally is about to crack. We just need to try and push him. Maybe like one more victory point. Now it's Austria, which seems to be quite large at the minute. There we go. That is the Axis dealt with. Right, we didn't really get anywhere near as much experience as I thought we would. And the one thing we're going to really need is the navies. Because we can kind of get a lot of this land back later. Okay, well, we got an absolute mess over here in Libya. We tried to get some areas, but we got basically a little North African bit, and then there's some British North African puppets, which are not good. This is also a mess. Czechoslovakia is back with Austria now Germany has a war goal against it. It also has war goals against the United States. Interestingly, Poland is at war with Japan, so we could try and use some of this to our advantage. Well, I think now is as good of a time as any, basically, to try and get a war going. We have a basic fleet. We have certain parts of the Allies which we can start to, I suppose, tackle. Gonna want to do quite a bit of convoy raiding, and these subs should be pretty good down here, so... Okay, here we go then. Let's declare war on Mandatory Palestine and wait for a lot of these guys to get called into the war. Here we go. Wow. That is a lot all of a sudden. Although still not at war, frustratingly, with Poland. Oh, and there is some naval combat ongoing. Okay, Poland's been called in. Now is the time to rush in here. And so has Yugoslavia. So we need to call these traps in. Now, actually, Austria isn't going to be needed, is it? So we can probably... And Czechoslovakia actually isn't going to join either. They could do, but they might not. So we need to probably take off some troops here. Let's set another major front line on this offensive with Poland and get them stuck in. Well, the war is coming along. We do need to get rid of Poland, though. That is going to be a priority. So let's send the armor in to just push down here. Nice. Yugoslavia's gone. There doesn't appear to be too many weird pockets, but there is now this weird front line here. We'll just take those units out now, let them stay there for a minute to hold that front line. Meanwhile, all of these guys will push into Athens. Try and get an encirclement there. Nice. We seem to be winning quite well in naval skirmishes as well. Anything that we can take away from the Royal Navy is good. Excellent. A supply point taken there. Now, this part of Italy is definitely going to be a bit more tricky to take, but we'll see how we can get on. Oh, the fall of Warsaw. Excellent. That is that part now taken. Nice. That is a good encirclement there. Yeah, the motorized is just driving into victory points, which is good. That should be pretty much a lot of these units now encircled down in the Polish border. Ooh, and a little bit of Royal Navy destroyed there, and some good Navy destroyed there. Oh my word, we've already lost nearly 300,000 troops, but we've inflicted quite a lot on Poland, the UK. We've probably done quite a lot to the United States as well. Yeah, that's just all through convoy raiding, I'm pretty sure. This border is going to suck to try and take. But we will try our best to get through here. Well, there we go. British Albania is gone as well. And look at that. Danzig is taken. Cool. World tension is definitely not very high, is it? We still can't justify war goals. Ironically, we could go in for Turkey, but yeah, they can reinforce into Turkey, so we're not going to do that. We can pick up a war goal against the German Republic, though, which is interesting. So we shall try and do that, I think. If we can capture Germany, then that will open up a massive wall for us, which will be good. Ideally, now we want to try and get into Italy, I suppose. If we can get into Italy, then we can... And then through Germany as well. We just really want to try and maybe take out France, take out British Italy. Then we can focus on knocking out the UK. Oh my god. Oh my word. Yeah, this is a big naval engagement here. Oh! Yes, look at that. That is a lovely chunk of French and British Navy sunk there. Oh, and a nice little bit to follow up as well. Oh no, what's happened here? Oh, there was a naval invasion, wasn't there? Bugger. It's always when you least expect it, isn't it? Right, go take those lands back because, yeah, we need that back desperately. I don't want them to reinforce. Go, go, go. Recapture Yugoslavia quickly. Right, well, we've got our war goal as well on Germany. We're just going to go straight in here because they shouldn't really have that many units. And then, yeah, just spearhead along the coast. The quicker we can take the coast off them, the quicker that the Allies basically can't reinforce because they've just joined the Allies. So I'll drive along the coast. I suppose they could try and rush in through France, but that's not awful. We desperately need these troops back, though, don't we? Yeah, we've really taken back most of Yugoslavia now, which is good. Yeah, we're charging into the Netherlands now as well, which is definitely quite a big one. See if we can try and pin these groups against Czechoslovakia. The push is starting to slow down a bit now by the seams of things. Pick up armoured spearhead, that will be good. Still seem to be sinking good amounts of Allied Navy as well. I think we're going to absolutely just smash through equipment if we... Yeah, oh god, yeah, we need to sort of stop pushing with a lot of our infantry here. And now we need to sort of pick the good places that we can try and, I suppose, capitalise on this front now. Ideally, we try and need the armour to, I suppose, seal up this bit. So that's what we'll aim to do. Annoyingly, we can't take Frankfurt, but we have cut them off, which is the important part, I suppose. Oh, nice. Okay, we've taken the supply hub and we've linked back up with Munich. Nice. Lovely. Look at that. The supply lines are back. Oh no, Turkey's joined. That's not good. And they've already been called straight away into the war. Oh, right. Well, hopefully we can get troops in place in time. We probably really need to squish these pockets up now as well. The Republic of Hungary demands that they can have occupation. No. Chile's in the war. That's great, I'm sure. Germany's definitely going to be close to capitulation. If we can get them out, then that's a good success. Oh, we need to pull more troops off. I'm going to have to pull some out of here. And we'll have to create a sort of new theatre, I think, for these guys. Oh, let's get rid of this little pocket. Well, quite a big pocket. Now just to push them all into this tile and then just crush them there. Okay, let's stop pushing with you guys because you seem to be a bit bogged down. Okay, well, yeah, the southern borders with Turkey are now secured. This pocket here has been squashed, which is good as well. Now we need to sort of be smart, I think, with our armor. But we still need to try and take Frankfurt. I think if we could do a little push here with the armor, that would be good. And they're really out of supply. Oh, this might work. Nice. Encircled here as well. Come on. Right, a good little encirclement there. Again, they sort of have pulled troops off of this front in Italy. Oh, can we take Stuttgart, please? Come on. There we go. That's huge. Oh, Germany's gone. Germany has gone. That is excellent news. That's left weird pockets along here. We do have a slight border now on the Maginot, so we'll need to extend these front lines. And then we really need to reorganize, I think, with this green army as well. I'm tempted to try and charge through Italy. Once we've taken out these groups, then we'll just reassemble. And then I'm going to maybe just move very quickly a lot of troops over to this Italian border and see if we can rush in through the south. Ooh, yeah. Liking the look of this. Yeah. Look at that. Let's take out British Italy. They've been caught completely by surprise here. Right, let's get the armor, definitely. And I'm going to just draw a big old attack order to go down there. Go, men, go! Charge through. Speed is our friend here. Rome has fallen. Still losing so many guns, aren't we? We'll just ramp up as much production as we can of them. Nice, there goes Italy. We need to be a bit careful now, though, because, as I mentioned, we have quite a lot of I suppose, coastal areas to defend now. Right, well, into France then, men. Into France. There's definitely going to be some naval invasions, though. Really need to keep our eyes out for them. We need more guns. Oh, we are managing to reduce the deficit of guns thanks to our massive wave of sort of reproduction. I don't know if there's anything else that we're really skimping out on. I think we're all right at the minute. I'm not really sure which is still the best one to use for this operations bit. Actually, looking at mission type tactics, we do get some good bonuses, I suppose, to armor. Grand Assault gives us breakthrough and soft attack. Grand Assault does give us breakthrough and soft attack, though, so that is kind of useful. I think I'm still going to go for, yeah, Grand Assault. Seems to be what I just drift towards at the minute, but be interesting to know what you guys prefer. Mopping up southern France now, but yeah, oh no, please drive into that victory point, or that supply hub. We really need that. There we are, another 6 divisions that we should be able to destroy there. I wonder how many, I mean, we've taken nearly 2 million losses, but let's have a look at how much we've inflicted. 1.2 on the British. They still have quite a lot of divisions. France should be getting a battering now. 418 they've nearly lost, but they've still got quite a few divisions. United States still have quite a lot of divisions, but they've lost nearly as much of us. We're punching up. That is safe to say, I think. Nice. Ooh, yeah, drive into Bordeaux if we can. The ongoing battle for infantry equipment is difficult to say the least, but we won't be stopped. We will produce unlimited, unfathomable amounts of guns. Yeah, France is basically as good as gone, I think. The fall of Paris, and France should go shortly as well. Nice. Yeah, there goes France. Come on. And Dunkirk is taken, which means it's now time to charge into these areas quickly. Come on, that's got to be the Netherlands pretty much gone. We hold supremacy over the English Channel, so... Oh my god! Look at all these divisions! Oh, incredible. Don't mind if I do. Oh my word. Right, let's squish this. This is beautiful. That's just basically the entire Dutch army gone, isn't it? Not really sure what to do. I mean, we could push into Turkey through the south, but I can't really be bothered with that. I really want to take out the UK now. This is where this is where our big sort of test is now. Oh, yeah, very nice. There goes the Netherlands. That's some more guns for us. Oh, this is a large part of the US Navy now that we're engaging. There is no rest for this fleet. Oh, my word. That is a lot of airplanes. Yeah, it's heating up now in the channel. We need to be a bit careful because probably some of these ships now are getting a bit battered. Oh, we sunk the hood. That is big losses there for the Royal Navy. Oh, the fall of Tokyo. That's not good. Okay, hopefully Japan can hold that off. Although they're expanding quickly. Maybe we should just try and get a naval invasion across with whatever we can. We could do 12 units, but that doesn't seem like it's going to work. All right, well, maybe we'll just try a naval invasion with what we've got. I tell you what, let's pull back. Even though we're probably going to land here, it's not going to work. So let's just pull back. There we are. Landing craft is in, so we can actually do proper naval invasions now. We can do 5 of 10. That's 50 units. Jesus Christ. Right, here we go. Now is the proper naval invasion, but we need to set these guys back to strike force for the time being. Oh, that is a carrier there. Did we manage to sink that? Yeah, nice. Right, here we go then. The naval invasions are prepared, and so are we. I've split the navies into two so that hopefully they can cover more ground. We can do this, we can do this. Okay, huge, we're across. Oh, we just need to take Portsmouth, really. We're struggling, though. We are struggling. Okay, it all really banks on us getting this port. Come on, come on. Yes, come on. Oh, okay, we have the port. This is humongous. We need to push out now. Okay, now we're cooking. We are cooking. We desperately need to push out, though. Nice. Okay, the south coast is secured, basically. Just keep driving across. Keep driving across. Yeah, we've managed to encircle the and they've. I don't know what's happened, but they must have withdrawn troops after they've after we realised that we flanked them so hard. So driving into Norwich, most of that encircled. The UK's got to capitulate soon. I mean, we've encircled a massive amount of troops again in London, so we'll just push them out quickly. There we go, fall of London and the fall of the United Kingdom. And well, our empire's pretty damn huge. Oh, and Japan is now starting to struggle. There's an interesting fascist uprising in India going on, though. Looks like our fleet actually did take a bit of a battering there as well. We might need to repair that. But that fleet has done us a solid, really, to be honest. I suppose the one place that we did really need to try and take back was Turkey. So let's just maybe move some of our offensive units just to sweep in and take Turkey, because that would be a good thing done. Oh, here comes the army. That is quite an aggressive amount of troops, isn't it? Cool. Yeah, this war is just chaotic. We're pushing into Iraq, parts of Syria. The Middle East is crumbling just as we are pushing everywhere. Only unlocked radar in 1944. Oh, come on. Please try and charge here. Somehow seem to be winning a little bit of a naval battle there, which is weird. Oh my god, there is just so many troops here now, isn't there? Right, well, I suppose we've pretty much taken Turkey, haven't we? Let's have a look at the war score and the casualties whilst we're here. Oh my god, I've just realised how much manpower we've gone through. We've lost over 3 million men, but I imagine the Allies are suffering even more. Yeah, so 13 million casualties we've inflicted on them. 4.1 million just on the United States. Nearly 3.5 on the UK. Turkey's had a battering, so's France, Poland. We have killed an awful lot of people. And whilst we probably could work our way over to getting over to the United States, I think I'm going to end it here. I mean, we've managed to pretty much absolutely destroy the Allies. But I think we'll end it there. The Third Rome in all its glory. Seeing as we hold Rome, pretty much Turkey, and the areas that we needed to capture, I'm pretty happy with this run. Anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed this one. And is this one of your favourite Roman empires? A bit of a weird one, isn't it? This guy's he's very interesting, to say the least. Let me know if you'd like to see any other playthroughs, or if you'd like me to prioritise any other nations at the minute. I've got quite a big list that I'm working my way through, and I'm doing my best. But otherwise, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. See ya!